sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just so smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the key swing. And the best on the mansion. Woo, wow. If you're not jamming out to that song, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Cause you need to leave the door open. Leave the door open. I just wanted to come to you real quick from my post-bath, my bath, dance session, body work session, stretch session. And I have danced, I don't know how many times to that Bruno Mars Supersonic, Leave the Door Open. Oh my God. At least 6 or 7 times. I got this nice little glisten going on. Woo! Check out that post-period skin, honey. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did put like a dot of lipstick on each one of my cheeks and put a tiny bit of eyebrow on. But I promise that's it. Because I had a feeling I was going to be on here. So I have stuff to say. I feel the energies in me, and I like being here with y'all to release it. So, like I said, I was doing a lot of body work, right? Drinking a lot of water, being in the water in the bath. Just taking really good care of myself, pouring into myself. I talked about this earlier. Pouring into yourself is so necessary to leave your heart space open. To leave all of your chakras open, all of your spaces open with boundaries, okay? We talked about that also today. I'm just going to recap some of my posts today, I guess. Boundaries. You can be open to all of the good, juicy life experiences and also have boundaries. You can be an empath and not like super suffer in your life by having boundaries, okay? You don't have to feel everybody's everything. You don't have to take on everybody's everything. You're allowed to take enough time and enough space. Take up all the space that you need. Take up all the time that you can. Do all of the things that you can in order to pour so much into yourself. Understand that I am an unlimited vessel to be poured into. An unlimited vessel to be poured into with really good, like a strong protective bubble. Like I just took one of those big bubble thingies and put it all over myself. And I get to operate in that bubble with the energy in which I desire to engage with. And I let everything else be on the outside bouncing off. And I know that's easier said than done. But once you do it, it does start to get a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier because you leave yourself open to those life experiences. You allow yourself to believe that those experiences are capable of happening, that you are worthy and deserving of them, that you're worthy and deserving of the love that you desire, of the type of love that you desire, and the way that you wish to be treated, because that's how you treat yourself. That, leaving yourself open to like taking really good care of yourself because that's what you do, or like being taken really good care of because you're taking really good care of yourself. And when you start to really, really, really do that and vibe in that energy, those people who are willing to like just give that to you just because it's you just start to appear, because you're giving that to yourself because you know that you are worthy of that you are deserving of that you need that you thrive with that. I thrive with being taken fucking care of. This planetarily, let's just talk about planetarily and how this conversation is being brought up right now. So we have the Libra full moon is approaching. So the moon is full. It's the brightest it's gonna be, and it's a super moon, so it's super illuminating these other themes that are going on. Like Libra really likes like balance, and it's an air sign, so it's just like flowing and moving and balance and harmony and everything working out, right? So that's the Libra energy. Then you have Venus conjunct, she met with the sun. So, there's a dance of, I've been talking about all of this gratitude for love, going back to my post. A lot of loving energy in the air, a lot of love, a lot of love, a lot of love being given and received. The types of love that desire to be given and received because you leave yourself open to them. You vibrate on that vibrational energy, and it's not that you're doing anything else except for like being tapped in to who you actually are. Like, we are born in this world, and when we are born, some of us come into the world with trauma already from the womb, whether it's ancestral trauma or trauma that your mother experienced while she was pregnant with you. Like, I took classes when I was pregnant with John, scientific studies that really does, like, it rewires shit a little bit. And your brain actually rewires during pregnancy. When I was pregnant with John, I was determined. I had one real big instance where it was just like, where I like was actively and knew I was pregnant, and I'm like, and I was like, no, no, no. I don't want my baby feeling no type of stress. I'm not gonna stress. Everything's gonna work out. But back to this energy. I don't even know how I got there. But back to this energy, we have Venus and the Sun conjunct. Then we have the Libra full moon. So Libra full moon, it's illuminating these areas and aspects of your life that you are desiring, like balance, harmony, like flow, air energy. Then you have this loving energy meeting this illuminating energy, and we just got past the spring equinox, so it's springtime. Everything is growing, everything is blossoming, everything is blooming, and that's amazing. But our job is to leave ourselves open, to open ourselves up so we can receive. That's another thing. Venus is a very feminine energy. Venus is loving energy. Venus goes into how we receive love, and depending like where Venus is on your chart, will say like different things. My Venus is in Cancer in my chart, so I really receive love best and well when I am safe, when I'm taken care of, when things are good, swimming in good emotions, watering good emotions, right? So I gotta give, I give, not got to, but I get to give myself that first. I get to experience what that feels like, because in my natural state of being, this is what where Chiron comes in. Chiron is working with the moon being illuminated into these areas and aspects where you have been deeply wounded. And most of us, our deepest woundings come in our childhood, and in the areas and aspects along with Venus where we may not have been given love the way that we needed to be given love, right? So when that happens, that activates your masculine energy, and we're moving from the masculine, like the age of Aquarius, the grand conjunction, all that stuff, that was moving from the masculine that has been dominant in this last several like hundreds of years into the divine feminine. And it's like this battle between the masculine and the feminine, and there's nothing wrong with either of those things. Both of those things are so necessary. Like, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are so very necessary. But when we're operating in our masculine, like our need to protect ourselves, our need to shield ourselves, that we learn through our childhood wounding, Chiron, and the way we receive love, Venus, it creates this cognitive dissonance inside of our beings, inside of our energy, because our natural state of being is to be loved, is to be taken care of, is to be safe, is to have everything that we need. You know what I mean? And like, whether like I choose to look at it as my parents, my ancestors did the best that they could with what they had, right? and I have the opportunity to do the best that I can with what I have. So the opportunity that I desire to give myself is the opportunity of knowledge, right? To know these different things and how they work in conjunction with my life. And it's good to blah, 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 work through this. Hey girl, hey. It, to work through these different things, because when you're unaware of them, and that's why I really like the whole adobo thing really kind of bleeds into this, because it gave me an opportunity to learn more about this so that I can really focus my energy in what's going on here. There's some like really deep wound healing phases closing out. We're going from Pisces, which is the end of the zodiac, into Aries. Like we stepped into Aries season. We're having this big super moon. It's the one of 4 super moons that are going to be back to back to back. This is some real, like, I'm walking in new shit, all of the old shit, fuck that. Like, shed, heal, heal, heal. Not only just shed the dead skin, but heal and rejuvenate and grow and regenerate. Like, isn't it like, when you think about it, it's so crazy amazing that our bodies do this natural. I'm telling you, our natural state of being is healthy, healed, well, loved, satiated, taken care of, all of those things. Hi, yes. That's our natural state of being. Our bodies don't do that on its own. So when we mentally and spiritually and energetically meet us where we're at, meet ourselves where we are, with the energies of the planets to help us along the way. Like, it's not like, oh, you do this thing and then magically, like, it's it's having support from the universe. The universe has your back. God has your back. Your spiritual team got your back. Your Buddha got your back. Your Allah got your back. Your whatever you believe in, your light source, your guardian angels, they all have your back. Like, we were not put on this earth to suffer, and we have control of how we experience this life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the areas of the control that we have, take it. Take it, because the powers that be, the laws or whatever that we like operate in, like, change is gonna come, but we don't have to suffer on the way. Like, we get to live in this time space experience. We chose to be here. Like, we're not here on accidents. All about alignment. Yes, 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 yes. We chose this life. We chose this time. We chose experience, this experience. We chose, like, COVID, like, loving energies to all the families who lost people. But the fact that we are here right now, all 4 or 5 of us, and whoever else sees this, because whoever else sees this, you're meant to see this, are here right now, get to take another breath, get to wake up another day. That is a blessing. Every single day is a blessing. And sometimes we carry wounds. We carry wounds that block our visions, block our hearts, block our womb space, block our physical bodies, block our whatever. Wherever you are experiencing blockages, those wounds magnify them. But when we address those wounds, when we look at those wounds, like, you have to look at your shit. You got to look, like, alignment is like not just forgetting that there is shit, or that you've had shit, or that you've experienced shit. Alignment is looking at the shit and being like, yes, you and me, we had a time together. Like, I experienced you. I felt some hurt, and I felt some pain around that. I have control now, whether I continue my pain, whether I draw out my pain. I get to be in the driver's seat now. A lot of this wounding that we're addressing with this Chiron energy is expressed through our blockages, our physical life experience. And Like when you're really having a hard time, if you really look at it, you will see a pattern. You'll see a pattern of what you keep repeating, because what you don't address will keep on keeping on until you get the message. Because the universe has us and wants us to experience a good life experience. So like what we vibe is what we attract. If we're vibrating on loving energy towards ourselves, no matter our wounding, healing our wounding, looking at our stuff, getting real with our stuff, you know what I mean? When we take the time to do that, we get to be open to the other loving energies, whether the sun is a loving energy, the clouds are loving energy, the rain is loving energy, music is loving energy, hugs from other people are loving energies, connecting online with people is loving energies. It can be if you're vibrating at that and like not participating with the bullshit that be online. You know what I mean? Playing with your kids, being nonsensical is loving energy. Gardening is loving energy. Twerking is loving, lifting, whatever it is your thing that you be like, cooking is loving energy. Like anything can be loving energy. Taking a bath is loving energy. Drumming on a drum is loving energy. It's all energy. So when you're vibrating, I will never forget this a day in my life. I was, talking about my life experience, especially with my middle child, who was my sister's son, and her passing and me becoming a mother, and how it's like manifesting and how people are having a hard time. And this person was like, you got to be a walking embodiment of love. And I swear to God, when I am, because I'm not perfect and I can't, not that I can't, I'm growing to have whatever I need to be that a majority of the time. My goal, my desire is to be that a majority of the time. I can do anything that I want, and I want to feel good most of the time. And when I feel good most of the time, the people around me feel good most of the time. You know what I mean? And when you feel good, like, people who feel good don't walk around killing each other. They don't go into stores with guns. When people feel good, they help one another. They help their community. They are nice to their children. When you love yourself, you know what I mean? You love your environment and you take care and nurture your environment. You nurture whatever's around you. Your energy is just nurturing and loving because you're nurturing and loving to yourself. What you put out always comes back. What you put out always comes back. There is no like good or bad, but what you put out always comes back. So if you wake up every day, I used to wake up every day and the first thing out of my mouth would be FML. But the real words, I'm like, ugh. And if you don't know what that means, it's fuck my life. FML. That used to be the first thing out of my mouth every fucking morning. What the fuck? Before I even open my eyes, I like wiggle my toes. I be under my covers and I wiggle around under my covers. And I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful for a bed. It's so warm in here. Oh, wow. That's the first like big breath of the day. I'm like conscious aware of my body. I'm grateful for my body. Oh, my body. I do a little stretch. You know what I'm saying? I like squirm around in there and then I eventually get up and I'm like, okay, whatever is happening, because sometimes I get woken up by the baby. Sometimes I wake up before and I'm like, okay, just thinking about my day and how I want my day and how I want to feel, and not getting on social media right away. Like those things are me really pouring into myself. And then I can show up, randomly here and be like, I love you. If nobody else told you today, I told you that I love you. And I'm telling me that I love me. And I'm telling me I love me in a way that you get to bear witness to and experience that vibrational energy and be inspired to love you and be like, I love me. I love me no matter what happened to me. I love me no matter who tried to hurt me. I am safe now. I get to be safe now. I get to thrive now. I don't just have to survive anymore. I get to move forward in my life. I get to experience my dreams. Even if my dream is to have a warm cup of tea in the morning, that is a dream that I get to fulfill myself. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? I'm so powerful. I get to fulfill my own dreams. And the people who are in the world to help support me fulfilling those dreams, I am open and receptive to them helping me fulfill those dreams and walking with me and cheering for me, because I deserve that love coming back. And it just feels so, so, so good. So that was a little bit all over the place, but it's general. energies around what's going on planetarily right now, focusing on your healing, especially your childhood healing, especially around love, how you experience love, how you receive love, being open and receptive to love, operating your divine feminine, doing body work, stretching, dancing, drumming, seasoning, singing, doing anything creative, cooking. Um, take deep breaths, feel real good, drink lots of water, order some adobo. If you feel keen, if you feel like, that's something that you want, all this energy and all this intention will be going into it, along with some bomb ass flavors. Taste the energy. Taste the energy. Mama Jazz Adobo, taste the energy. Um, I love you. And if you made it to here, it's because you were supposed to hear all of this message. And I'm just super grateful. If you feel like inclined to share this, whatever, I don't mind. My shit is public. Share my stuff. Help me blow up. I love y'all. Have a great, great, great evening and a great new day. Bye.